Let's score big in week 7 as I help you with your waiver wire selection because we have bye weeks, we have injuries, and we have, well, let's just be honest, downright awful play from a lot of these teams. So I'm going to help you with 3 players here that are going to help elevate your roster so that you can win in week 7. And make sure you stay tuned to the very end because I'm going to help you with a position, the tight end position, that is it's just atrocious every week. Let's be honest. So let me fix that issue for you and give you a couple other players to help your team elevate for week 7. As an Eagles fan, I really hate to tell you to go out and get this New York Giants wide receiver, but Wan'Dale Robinson is a must-add this week. Now, he played in 59% of the snaps in week 6, and he participated in 88.8% of the routes. It's a bad team. Let's just be honest. It's not a great team, but that's okay for fantasy football because they'll be coming from behind most of the time. And he has a team leading 22.2% target share. He has had 5 or more targets in every game he's played this year with 8 targets last week. They're building him up, and he was electric before he got injured. This is a team that likes to use Wan'Dale Robinson. You see that because they also gave him 2 rushing attempts. This means they're manufacturing touches for him. And if that wasn't all well and good, if that didn't spice you up, if that didn't make you go to the waiver wire and drop your fab on him, he gets the Washington Commanders. And let's just be honest, they have been a team to target with wide receivers all season long. They're going to get their points against them because the Washington Commanders cornerbacks are just struggling. And there's no better way to put that. And you want to face and you want to target them right now, especially Emmanuel Forbes, because he's a rookie and you always target a rookie. Wan'Dale Robinson is a great wide receiver to add to your team, but let me give you one more wide receiver to add to your team. Let's discuss Josh Downs, and now we have to talk about him in a different light because he has Gardner Minshew most likely for the rest of the season and not Anthony Richardson. Well, let's talk about Josh Downs in this new offense because he has an 18.6% target share and a 17.5% first read share, which is very important in an offense that loves to use RPO because we've talked about it before. RPO is fake the handoff, first read. That's how the play usually works. You're not going and looking through progressions throughout that play. And we have a guy who has a 1.86 yards per route run when he's doing his routes in Josh Downs. Now, we already have 2 top 36 wide receiver weeks from him. And let's look at the couple of weeks that he's done it has been with Gardner Minshew, because in week 3 with Gardner Minshew, he saw 12 targets. In week 6 last week, he saw 8 targets. So now we're getting a high targeted guy. So if we have a PPR league, he's great for that. A team that's probably going to have to pass a lot because they should be behind in most games. And you have a guy with a quarterback that now we could trust the throwing a little bit more. The biggest issue with Anthony Richardson was, is he a passer in the NFL yet? Well, we know Gardner Minshew can help an option, a pass receiving option, be something in fantasy football. And we have that with Josh Downs, who is only 32.9% rostered in Yahoo and ESPN leagues. So if you get the chance and you need a wide receiver, go out, get Josh Downs. Now, he is facing Cleveland this week, so don't expect a boom game of like 12 catches, 102 yards, and 2 touchdowns. He's going to get his. He's going to get his targets. He's going to get his receptions, and that's what you need in a filler in a flex spot, somebody who's going to give you that safe floor and has that potential to be used a lot. Like we said, 17.5% first read share means he will be used a lot. Let's move into our final player, though. This guy is going to help save your tight end position because tight end, outside of Travis Kelce, is a, oh my God, who am I going to start type position? I'm going to fix that for you right now. Every year we sit around and we say, okay, tight end's going to be better this year. And guess what? It never is. So we are here. I'm going to fix that problem for you. Thank you for staying through the whole video. So let me give back right now by fixing that position and telling you to go pick up Gerald Everett. And I get it. You're just like, oh, he never really does anything, but he does. He is consistent. That's what you need from a tight end when you're filling the spot on your roster due to the bye weeks or injuries or whatever it might be. But he gets a game against the Kansas City Chiefs, a team that struggles in coverage against tight ends, which is wild to me because they face Travis Kelce in practice every day. But I digress. You want a guy who's going to be a top 3 option in the passing game. And behind Keenan Allen and behind Austin Eckler, there's an open spot. Could it be Joshua Palmer? Maybe, but he hasn't really blown the roofs off. Quentin Johnston just isn't doing it because he's developmental. Gerald Everett has athletic ability to tie into being the 3rd option in this passing offense. So that's what you want, a tight end with athletic ability and a top 3 option in the passing offense. And you get that with Gerald Everett in a great matchup against the Kansas City Chiefs, where points should be thrown across the board on both sides. And on top of all of that, do not forget that they got a great offensive coordinator who is aggressive and likes to push the ball down the field, and that's good for your tight end. Anybody who wants to push the ball down the field and get extra yards allows you to have that 5 for 53 game that gets you through the week to help you survive in fantasy football. Thank you for watching. If you like everything, please comment your favorite waiver wire pick below, and I'll see you next week.